First 30 days. Well, being new to the company, I would have to establish a network of contacts internally who know the service well, who understand the day-to-day activities which provide the service, who know the faults or failings, God forbid there is any, of the service. And then I would lean on them initially for information, feedback. I'd get them to report directly back to myself. I would contact each of them directly, giving contact details, numbers, business and private, and establish a direct line to the stakeholders at the client side with some sort of fresh look at things. Everybody likes a new broom. That's what they like. And then once those things are done, understand what the service level reports are. I mean, that's quite simple. You just read last month's report and see what it looks like. Hopefully there's not too many areas in red. Meet and understand the internal stakeholders, take their view on what the client's expectations or issues are with the service, if they have any. Get a feel for the client's view of the service, shall we say. Ask, where do we identify the service is failing? Do we have any failures against what we're contractually obliged to deliver? And if there are any markers that show that we are failing in our contractual obligations, then let's get those fixed first. So, the question will be asked, how do we fix these? How long does it take? And what do we need to do? What do you need to make these failings not failings? And then meet with the client, stakeholders, I've got to establish the client's view, and then I can put that against the internal view, converge those views into a single view, so we all understand what the service is, what the service requirement is from the client side, how that reflects on our, as a company, obligations, and the allocated resource to supply those obligations. There never is a bottomless pit of resource. There's a infinite amount, and we deliver the service based around those boundaries. So I mean, in the first 30 days, but that's what I would do. I think at the end of those 30 days, we should have established a repertoire internally, have a view of the service, have a view of what the client thinks the service is running like, what the internals think the service is like, where we're failing, how to move that forward, and move on from there with an understanding of what needs doing. So I hope that's what you're thinking too. Right, let's move on.